Here's how to stay locked in without obsessing over fitness. You don't have to think about the gym and your diet 24/7. Honestly, the less time you spend obsessing over decisions, a lot of the times those decisions end up being better for you. Here's some things that I do to stay on track without obsessing over everything. Number one, surround yourself with better snacks. The easiest way to get over junk food is just to avoid it. This doesn't mean you can't ever have chips or cookies or whatever else you like, but if every time you go into the kitchen you see a big family sized bag of chips, you're just making it unnecessarily difficult on yourself. So instead, surround your pantry with healthier foods like Greek yogurt, fruits, even healthier baked chips if you can't get over the fried chips at first. Your goal should be to make the better option the more convenient option. Number two, have a few go-to meals. Now this one might be a little bit of trial and error. It might require you to track at first, but once you know what meals work, then you're golden. Now for me, that might be eggs and fruit for breakfast or chicken and rice for dinner. But since I've eaten these things, I made these things so many times, I can almost intuitively tell around how much I'm eating. If you do this, you won't have to track it. It's just going to be in the back of your mind. Number three, know your workout before getting to the gym. If you're just going to the gym, you're freestyling every day, it's way easier to burn out, way easier to just stop making consistent progress. But if you plan out everything that you're going to do, you plan out your sets, you plan out what workouts you're going to do, it's going to be way easier to keep track of what you're doing and make progress get stronger. Number four, you don't have to be perfect. There are times where you might miss a workout. There are times where you might eat over your calories. There are times where you might, not get a lot of sleep. That doesn't mean you want to throw everything else off track. It's normal that you're not going to be 100% from the field. If you can be consistent and you can show up even when the day before you didn't show up, then you're on the right path, you're on the right track to success. Number five is that you can set a minimum standard for yourself. Sometimes you might not have all the time you need to do a full workout. Just do half a workout, do at least a quarter of a workout. Or, some days you might not be able to get all your macronutrients in. Just make sure you hit your protein or make sure you just get enough sleep that day. If you can just do at least one of the things that are helping you to get your goal physique, then that's better than doing nothing. If you just turn these five things into habits, that means you are doing it consciously for a couple of weeks. But once those weeks pass, it just turns into you being passively locked in. You don't have to think about it. You're being consistent without obsessing over everything. So the goal isn't to be perfect short term. The goal is to be able to sustain long term. If you're looking to start your fitness journey or you just need help on your fitness journey now, shoot me a DM and we can get to work.